So students, look at this line. Now we already came to an understanding of the slope of the line, that is rise divided by run. That's what we came to understand as the slope of the line. But there is more to a slope. That is, if you look carefully, you will see that there is an angle that this line, the yellow line, makes with the x-axis. Do you see that? The line makes an angle. Let me take the pen. The line makes an angle theta with the x-axis. Now if you look carefully, you will see that this is a right triangle, and in a right triangle we see that this rise is opposite. Rise is the opposite side to theta, and this run is the adjacent side to theta. Do you see that? So we have opposite side, and then we have an adjacent side. So what is opposite side by adjacent side? Which is rise by run. Rise by run is a slope. So if we look carefully, we will see that rise by run is equal to tan of theta, right? Because this is a right triangle, and tangent of theta or tan of theta is rise by run. So therefore the slope is equal to tangent of the angle, that is that the line makes with the x-axis. Okay, so always remember that slope is not only rise by run, it is rise by run, but it can also be said as the angle that the line makes with the x-axis. Now this is usually in symbol letters, it is called equal to m. And usually m is the letter, m is the alphabet which is used to represent slope. Okay, now consider two lines. Okay, both these lines have their individual slopes. This yellow line has a slope of theta 1, tan of theta 1, I'm sorry, tan of theta 1, and the green line has a slope of tan theta 2. Now the question is, what is the difference between, or no, what is the angle made by between these two lines? That is, there are two different straight lines. What is the angle between these straight lines? How to find that? Now if we saw the angle between is this, it is called, we can call it D. You can call it anything you want, I am just calling it D. Okay, now if you look carefully, you will see that this angle is called also D. Why? Because it's vertically opposite angles. They are vertically opposite angles. So vertically opposite angles are equal. Now also we see that this theta 2 angle is the exterior angle of this triangle inside, and we know the exterior angle property of a triangle. The exterior angle is equal to the sum of the other two sides. So let us write that. So by the exterior angle property of a triangle, we know that theta 2 is equal to theta 1 plus theta 1 plus d. Now if anyone does not know the exterior angle property of a triangle, please let me know and I will explain that to them. Okay, so this we can rearrange it as d is equal to theta 2 minus theta 1. So now we know a way to find the angle d, that is the difference between two straight lines. So look, we know d is equal to theta 2 minus theta 1. Now if I am applying tan of d, the other side also I should apply tan. So tan of d is equal to tan of theta 2 minus theta 1. Because if d is equal to theta 2 minus theta 1, tan of d will be equal to tan of theta 2 minus theta 1. So the LHS and RHS are both equal. Now why am I applying tan? Because we know tan of theta and tan of theta 1. Because tan theta 2 is slope of the second line and tan of theta 1 is slope of the first line. So that is why we are applying tan. Okay, now tan of a minus b, or tan of theta 2 minus theta 1, can be written down as tan theta 2 minus tan theta 1 whole divided by 1 plus tan theta 2 into tan theta 1. Now, if anyone wants to know the derivation of tan theta 2 minus theta 1, please let me know. Otherwise, you can just learn. If you don't want to know the derivation, you can just learn it as tan of a minus b is tan a minus tan b whole divided by 1 plus tan a into tan b. This is the answer. Now, we already studied that we use the letter m for slope, so we can write it as m2 minus m1 divided by 1 plus m2 minus m1. m2 is slope of second line, m1 is slope of first line. Okay, because we just came to know that m is a letter we use to simplify. Instead of writing tan theta 2 or rise by run, we just use one letter m. Okay, so you can learn any one of these. Both are the same thing. Okay, so that's all for this video.